guys, welcome back to the SUPES channel. My name is Matt Ramos, and on this channel I am to entertain, inform, and inspire using the topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes. So guys, Thor Love and Thunder, currently my most anticipated Marvel movie to this date, but this movie's coming out in 2022, and despite it coming out in 2022, it's the Marvel movie that we have the most information on, and we recently got some more information regarding Thor Love and Thunder. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about everything we know is confirmed and everything we know about this movie. But right before I do that, guys, make sure to stay to the end of the video for giveaway details, as I'm giving away an entire SUPES merch line, baby. You're going to want a piece of that, so make sure to stay to the end of the video for those giveaway details. Now, without further ado, let's talk about everything we know about Thor Love and Thunder. So the first thing we know is something that we knew when this movie was first announced, and this is of course that Natalie Portman, Jane Foster, is coming back into the MCU. She's going to be in Thor Love and Thunder, and the story will focus on Jane Foster becoming the female Thor. The next thing we know is that Christian Bale, the actor that played Batman in the Dark Knight Christopher Nolan trilogy, is going to be the main villain for this movie. And all of the evidence, everything we know about this movie seems to be pointing to him playing Gorr the God Butcher, which plays an integral role in the actual comic series in which Jane Foster becomes Thor. And just everything we know about this movie is pointing to him playing Gorr the God Butcher. Then a couple weeks ago, Vin Diesel was on a press tour for his newest movie, Bloodshot, and he was being asked questions about when the Guardians will come back into the MCU. And he replied that the Guardians are coming back in Thor Love and Thunder. And not only are they coming back, but this version of Groot is going to be King Groot. It's going to be Alpha Groot, as he described it, but that leads us to believe it's going to be a version of King Groot, which is the ultimate version of Groot there is. I mean, even in the first Guardians of the Galaxy film, James Gunn confirmed that that is not the Ultra version of Groot, and it seems like we are going to get the Ultra version of Groot in Thor Love and Thunder when the Guardians of the Galaxy return, which is something we kind of expected, but it's something we were waiting confirmation on, as after the events of Avengers Endgame, Thor went off into space with the Guardians. So it seems like the movie is going to start off with Thor alongside the Guardians, and the Guardians of the Galaxy will be in Thor Love and Thunder. Now, this is where we start getting into some newer information that Taika Waititi, the director of Thor Love and Thunder, unveiled in a recent Instagram live stream, where he unveiled a ton of information about this movie. And one of the first things he unveiled is that Thor will be fit again. Thank the Lord! Because we got Fat Thor in Endgame, and don't get me wrong, Fat Thor was terrible, but everyone wanted the Infinity War Thor, the dopest version of Thor, the Bring Me Thanos Thor. And now that version of Thor is coming back, and I imagine the movie will start off something along the lines of, imagine Thor going through like a Rocky montage, or like a training montage in which he's going from like overweight to being fit again. And that's something that I'm so happy about, super excited about, because Thor is going to be fit, he's going to be cool, and he's going to be the badass Infinity War Bring Me Thanos Thor that we all know and love. Another thing that Taika Waititi confirmed for Thor Love and Thunder is that space sharks will be in the movie. Space sharks are these big giant sharks that live in space, and they just float around and, you know, they attack things. But this is where it gets interesting, because space sharks in the comics originated in X-Men comics. So can we see potentially some traces of the X-Men with the involvement of space sharks in Thor Love and Thunder? I don't know, we're gonna have to wait to see until the movie comes out, but it's important to know that space sharks originated in X-Men comics. So now it's nice to see that Marvel Studios is kind of taking some of the Fox properties and some of the characters from the X-Men universe and slowly integrating them into the MCU, and it's gonna start by integrating the space sharks in Thor Love and Thunder. Next, we got some information regarding one of our favorite duos in the MCU, and this is of course Meek and Korg. Starting with the information regarding Meek. Meek, guys, is actually a girl, and on screen you can see actual concept art for the Thor Love and Thunder that Taika Waititi unveiled, showcasing Meek coming out into her true form as a woman, and she's definitely going to be getting some armor upgrades, as in Thor Love and Thunder she's embracing who she truly is. And then over with Korg, some of the information we got with Korg is that in Thor Love and Thunder, they were going to potentially explore Korg's species. So we've seen some traces of the Korg species in the past MCU movies, such as Thor the Dark World, but now that we're exploring his species, it's going to be interesting to see moving forward, you know, what is the origin of Korg and his species, where do they live, where do they reside on, because ultimately, I want to see Korg in the MCU until we get the Thing from the Fantastic Four, and I want to see them both meet because they're both rock creatures, and I want to see Korg react to the Thing. Like, it was like his long lost cousin. And I just think that would be one of the funniest moments in MCU history, and I'm still waiting for it to happen. And they could potentially start building to that by exploring Korg's species and the origin of his species in Thor Love and Thunder. The next thing we know is that because Thor is off in space with the Guardians of the Galaxy, the new king of Asgard, Valkyrie herself, is going to be searching for a queen. So Valkyrie is one of the first gay characters in the MCU, and now in this movie, they made it very loud and clear that she is going to be searching for a queen. So whoever rises to power by engaging in an intimate relationship with Valkyrie, it's going to be interesting to see how they battle with that power, if they're good, if they're evil. But we're gonna have to wait to see until the movie comes out. But another thing that comes with Valkyrie's palace, with Valkyrie's kingdom of Asgard, is that Asgard is going to be integrating with humans. Taika Waititi made that very clear in the Instagram live stream, and even went as far as to showcase concept art showing how New Asgard has developed and evolved over the past coming months or years. We don't know when Thor Love and Thunder takes place. I'm guessing it's going to take place a year or so after the events of Avengers Endgame. But the Asgardians are evolving quickly, and they're quickly integrating with humans. Another thing that Taika Waititi addressed that has been on all of our minds regarding Thor Love and Thunder is Beta Ray Bill going to be in this movie? They've teased Beta Ray Bill so many times. In Thor Ragnarok, they even showed a statue in the Collector's Palace. One of the statue heads was Beta Ray Bill himself, and we know that Taika Waititi loves Beta Ray Bill. And he went on the Instagram live stream and he started to talk about Beta Ray Bill, and he started to talk about how much he loves this character. But as of right now, he is unsure if Beta Ray Bill is going to be in the film because the script is still undergoing a few changes. But I'm here to tell you guys that I personally think that there's a very high chance that we will see Beta Ray Bill in this movie. They've teased him so many times in the MCU, and there's been rumors that the Thor Corps, which is basically a team of Thors involving Jane Foster, Thor himself, and Beta Ray Bill, will be featured in this movie. And I have a feeling that because they're also making Jane Foster as Thor, there's a high chance that Beta Ray Bill will be featured in this movie. But again, that's just me speculating. All we can go off of right now is what Taika Waititi is saying, and he's saying that he loves this character, but he doesn't know for sure because the script is undergoing many changes right now. Now, one of the last things we know about Thor Love and Thunder is that the Hulk himself has been teased. Yes, in the Instagram live stream in which Taika Waititi unveiled a ton of information regarding Thor Love and Thunder, Mark Ruffalo, the actor who plays the Hulk, decided to hop on this live stream, and then they went talking back and forth, and then Taika Waititi teased the return of the Hulk in Thor Love and Thunder. So as of right now, we are unsure. It's not confirmed, but the fact that they're teasing it, and despite the fact that they're teasing it, and Taika Waititi knows, he has the script, he knows what this movie is about, leads me to believe that there's going to be a high chance that we see the Incredible Hulk return in Thor Love and Thunder. And then of course, the last thing we know about Thor Love and Thunder is that this movie is going to be crazy. Taika Waititi has gone on to describe this movie as it makes Thor Ragnarok look safe, it's very over the top, and if you had to describe this movie in one sentence, it would be saying yes to everything a 10-year-old wants in a movie. And you know, that could be good or bad information on the way you interpret it. I'm gonna decide to interpret it in a good way, in that Avengers Endgame was a movie that if you ask a fan everything they want in a movie, that is what Avengers Endgame is. And if we're talking about the next MCU movie that is of that nature, in which they're unveiling all of the tricks out the bag, that sounds like Thor Love and Thunder. This sounds like a movie where it's very over the top, it makes Ragnarok look safe, and if they're going to go big, because with this movie it sounds like they're going big or they're going home, but they're gonna go big, and they're gonna unveil all the tricks in the Thor side of the Marvel Universe out of the bag. And with that being said, I think that this movie is going to be massive. This sounds like everything we know so far sounds amazing, and it really does. Like, it's going to be over the top. And with that being said, anything you could possibly theorize, put that in contemplation for as it's possibly going to happen. Because going to Endgame, we had all of these crazy theories, but deep down in our hearts, we knew that it was probably gonna happen. We knew that Captain America was probably gonna wield Mjolnir. We knew that Iron Man was potentially going to snap. And now going to Thor Love and Thunder, we can have those high expectations and not get disappointed because Taika Waititi is going big and Thor Love and Thunder is going to be over the top. It's going to be big, and I'm so excited for this movie, and judging off of all of the information we know, you guys should be too. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think about all of the information in the comment section down below. What piece of information gets you most excited for this movie? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now getting into giveaway details, guys, I'm giving away an entire SUPES merch line. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is like this video, comment down below, subscribe, and hit that bell notification on my channel to get notified when I post these videos. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.